When it comes to pregnancy and infant care, well-intentioned advice from family and friends can often be confusing, so reliable information is important. Baby Care Basics is written by leading pediatric experts, including the chief of pediatric medicine at the Hospital for Sick Children. The book offers easy-to-understand advice to help you make informed choices, and Dr. Jeremy Friedman joins us in studio. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
I think everybody has a family member that thinks that they know how you should raise your infant. And the difficulty can be if there's a generational difference, because things have changed over the years. And I wanted to ask a little bit about that and zero in on just a couple of areas for things that have changed. Sleeping.
Right.
Infant sleeping, what to do, what not to do.
Well, certainly safe sleeping has changed quite dramatically. I think many parents will probably have heard of sudden infant death or crib death, which is every parent's worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Healthy baby found lifeless in the crib the next morning. So there's a lot of recommendations about safe sleeping that probably weren't in existence a generation ago. So things like putting your baby to sleep on their back, the back to sleep, not overdressing your baby. Babies need maybe one more layer than we do, so not over-bundling them. Breastfeeding helps to decrease SIDS. No cigarette smoking, not inside or outside the house, and then not cluttering up the crib with all the paraphernalia, the toys, the comforters, the
padding. We used to put padding in cribs all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to spoil parents' fun. I think you can still decorate your crib, but when the baby sleeps in the crib, it really literally should just be the baby and the mattress.
Teething and what we used to and what we do put into babies' mouths to help out.
You know, teething gets a bad rap. Teething gets blamed for just about everything from fevers to diarrhea, and honestly, apart from drooling and a little bit of maybe sort of rash on the face from the drool, there's not a lot of symptoms that are truly caused by teething. So what we tell parents to do is fairly sort of basic. Wash your hand, take a nice clean finger, let the baby bite down on your finger, or put a teething biscuit in the fridge, put a cold teething biscuit for them to suck on. What we don't want people to do is to use teething gels. Quite a lot of side effects from teething gels, so not a good idea. And homeopathic medicines, I've seen a few kids in the hospital with mercury poisoning or heavy metal poisoning. Yeah, because if you don't know what's in that homeopathic product, it can be dangerous.
Let me ask you about when to start an infant who's maybe nursing or bottle fed on solids.
So that's actually another thing that's changed quite recently. Up until about 5 years ago, we were telling parents to start solids somewhere between 4 and 6 months. That recommendation has actually now been pushed to 6 months, probably to focus more on the fact that all the baby needs in the first 6 months really is just exclusive breastfeeding without actual solids.
And that would be the same if they're being bottle fed?
Correct.
Okay. So when we talk about the Googling medicine kind of solutions that you know, a lot of people turn to when they're looking for, oh, well, my baby's crying, I need to know, I'm going to go online. Big warning.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a huge information overload. There's a tremendous amount of information out there, which is a good thing. I think parents are much more informed. They're able to have good discussions with their healthcare providers because they do their research. But the danger is what information to trust, like what's reliable and what's trustworthy. And I think a lot of confusion and anxiety is caused by going to the wrong sources. I mean, it does surprise me a little bit that very sophisticated, educated people will put more stock into what a reality TV star says than a qualified health professional. It is strange.
Really quickly, because battle lines are drawn over soothers.
You know, I don't think, I think if the baby seems to benefit from a soother, there is some evidence to suggest that that too actually decreases the risk of sudden infant death. So as long as you use it in moderation and you wean the baby off it before too long, not a problem.
Dr. Friedman, thank you, and congratulations on Baby Care Basics.
Thank you very much.